So here we've got some fresh Papa John's, and I mean, look at that. Now the sad part is that we've also got some glue and also one of these. So we're truly living in the darkest timeline. I don't need to explain anything to you. I mean, you guys watched the clip. This is basically very similar to the food commercial hacks, except I think these are intended for food photography. So these are ways that photographers use in order to elevate food items to make it really appetizing on camera. So I guess the trick here is whether us as consumers of food and media and commercials and all of that, if we would be able to differentiate a real food item versus something that has been elevated just to make it more appetizing. You saw the clip, so what we're going to be doing is preparing two different food items. One of them is going to be like the real one, like the normal just cheese. We're gonna pull up a slice and see what it looks like, and then we're gonna do a side by side. You guys know how it works. I'm hungry. I need to put glue on one slice of pizza. I'm gonna still eat the rest, but this is when I draw the line on my videos. As you can see, we've got two very similar bases because I mean, I want to make this as fair as possible. So the first thing we're gonna do is prepare our regular slice of pizza. So I'm gonna grab one of these. Does anyone know the name of this? Is it called a cake slicer? If so, then why do we use it for pizza? Basically, I'm going to lift one slice of pizza, and whatever is the melted cheese effect that is in a normal slice, that is going to be our normal footage. And then we're gonna compare side by side. Okay. So let's use this pizza for the before. Obviously this is Papa John's. It looks really good, but it is cold now, but I also think in the video it was cold, so it's essentially very similar. I don't think you guys understand how I've got gadgets for everything. These are scissors specifically to cut pizza because, I mean, we need one of the slices. I'm gonna pick a really pretty one. Even though this is pizza, it's beautiful in any shape or size. Wow, this is truly easy. Okay, so because it's cold, obviously when we lift it, I mean, there's no cheese, like it's very underwhelming. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to add just plain mozzarella cheese with no glue. So nothing's weird about this. It's just literally putting cheese like in the center, kind of like they did in the video, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna like try, I don't know if you can see, but I'm trying to like fill in the gaps. So, I mean, this will look kind of unnatural just because the pizza looks so dry. In the video, they don't really explain how we melt the cheese. Here's what I'm thinking. If I put this in the microwave, the pepperoni might go black and like burn because pepperoni cooks really quickly in the microwave. But if I put it in the oven, the whole thing might go overcooked, so I feel like I don't really have a good option here. As you can see, I'm being pretty generous. I mean, you can literally see the V shape. Like I said, I've got no idea how I'm gonna melt this. Maybe I could like... Okay, the cheese is going black. I don't think that's exactly the look we're going for. I really hope you guys can... Why does this smell like that? I think my safest option is probably the microwave. So I'm gonna put it in the microwave and then we're going to use this and get our final shot. Okay, I'm excited for this. Oh my god, this is actually really hot, but as you can see, the cheese kind of melted. So this is still warm, so this will be our non-glue, just regular slice of pizza with obviously added cheese. Oh my god. Why does that actually look really good? Are you kidding me? I did that without any glue. Like, why does that look better than my whole existence? I'm gonna say that I highly doubt that the glue will make this look even better. So we're gonna move on and we're going to try this just with the glue and the cheese and see if it looks any different. But that was pretty incredible. I hope it captured as well on camera as I did with my eyes, because I mean, This is gonna get really weird. So the first thing they do for the elevated one is they screw the pizza attached to the actual base. That's why we're using one of these. It's not because I want to be bourgeois clean, because I'm neither of those things. It's actually because the glue will be so strong that when you lift the slice, it's gonna pull back so much that if this wasn't attached to the base, I mean, the whole pizza would just like come flying. So the same way I did before, I'm gonna find the better looking slice, and I'm going to cut it. Wow. Be patient with me because I never operated one of these before, but it can't be that difficult. That doesn't seem right, does it? Wait, I'm onto something. Wow, talent. So what they do is they remove like one slice of pepperoni and then they screw it just under it. So I'm gonna remove, and we're gonna put the screw in it. This is so freaking weird. Okay. Oh my god. Could it be that, I mean, no! I can't even do one thing right. Also, why is it sticking on the other side? Wow, love that for me. You can't put metal in the microwave, so if I put the screws in the... You know what, I'm not even gonna ask questions. It's gonna be fine. Guys, I swear I'm trying my hardest to make this. It's just not working. Let's try it in a different spot. It's probably my fault, guys, because I bought a really strong base. Oh no, wait, it's kind of in. Do you guys see that? My friends are gonna think it's really weird when I serve them this pizza and they're gonna be like, is that a nail? I don't understand. I can't get the screws to go in. The first one went in all the way. It pierced completely to the other side, but for some reason these are not. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is, and we're going to prepare the cheese mixture. We're basically going to do the same thing. So I'm gonna try to use exactly the same amount of cheese as before. Clear glue. So I think that's exactly the type of glue they use in the video. Oh, this is so wrong. And I'm gonna ruin one of the slices of pizza, so we've got the glue, we've got the cheese. Weirdly, it looks appetizing. So this is very similar to what we did before. We're going to remove the slice and just, except this one's a lot more wet. I don't know how this is going to react in the microwave, but I mean, we're going to find out. I don't know if on camera it looks like we're using more cheese than before, but it's actually the liquid. Look, that's all the glue that is like moving. I mean, I think that looks pretty similar to the other one. If anything, it needs a little bit more cheese on here. So far, it's not looking very elevated, but I'm hoping that 1 minute in the microwave is going to take this to the next level. Otherwise, this has just been a terrible waste of time. Oh my god, guys, there's literally cheese coming out of the microwave. Like, I'm not even joking, guys. There's a string of cheese that came all the way from the microwave attached to the pizza when someone tells me not to be attached. Basically, I figured out what I was doing wrong, so I'm gonna redo the nail. Oops. I'm gonna do another one on this side. And now the moment of truth. Oh, that feels so much wetter. Okay. Ugh. Oh my god. Wow, the cheese stretches like really far, but is it just me, or was this like slightly more disappointing? I mean, the cheese does go quite far, but I mean, I feel like I've ruined like 3 slices of pizza. The moment of truth obviously is doing the side by side of the before and after, and I mean, obviously I haven't seen it side by side, but I'm gonna say that it's almost not worth it, that if you place the cheese strategically like I did, even if you're doing a photo shoot or if you're just taking, you know, food pictures for your Instagram, because I know a lot of you guys do that, I would say that ruining your slice of pizza with glue, it's almost not worth it. Like, I actually did a really good job with just mozzarella cheese on the other one that I will eat. I'm gonna say plausible. I can see that a lot of photographers use this. Is it necessary? I don't think so. I think if you just use a lot of cheese strategically in the corners, you could just use mozzarella and just make it look incredible. I actually thought this one was really interesting because I've always wondered how they get these shots of the chocolate just melting, and I thought what they do for these commercials is just take a lot of photographs until one of them is the right one, but according to this video, it's not that easy. It's either exaggerated or it's genius, so that's exactly what we're gonna test out. So basically, I actually had to buy one of these. One of the ingredients to make the chocolate slime was the liquid starch, which I think acts as an activator for slime. Because I couldn't find liquid starch, all I could find was the clear glue. I actually bought this kit because it basically comes with the clear glue and also the activator, which is, I guess, basically the same thing as the starch. Before we get into that, I obviously want to get the normal shots just so we use it as a reference. So I bought these chocolate puddings from, you know, just the microwavable food section. So they're filled with chocolate in the center. So once we microwave this, we're gonna remove that little plastic thing, and then when we cut into it, the chocolate is supposed to just spill all over the plate. So I'm gonna literally cook them according to this. So that is 45 seconds in the microwave. Wow, that is really convenient. I love it, but my health doesn't love it. I mean, when did you ever bake something in the microwave and look like that? I don't think so. Unless Martha Stewart is over or Gordon Ramsay and they'll prepare it for you. Because with my microwaving skills, the way it works is you actually have to remove this and then just fully release the pudding. So hopefully, okay. Oh my god, that smells so good. I'm so glad I bought 4 of those. Okay, so we're gonna microwave this for 45 seconds and then we're gonna cut into it, and that's gonna be the money shot. Okay, let's do it. Oh no! I mean, this is reality, that's what happened. So it kind of burst a little bit already. That happened in the microwave, so that's kind of disappointing, but I guess we can use the other side still for the shot. So let's cut into it and see. That is so disappointing. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. There's literally not even a little bit. Okay, that's a little bit better. I mean, I don't want to be one of those people, but this is enough to get my money back. This is like an Instagram photo versus a photo you're tagged in. This time around, I'm not going to care with what it says on the instructions. I'm going to remove this one, but I'm going to keep it in the plastic case. I just don't want it to break, so let's try it again. 45 seconds, and hopefully it's not going to spill while it cooks. Alright, so this time around, I followed my own rules, which not always a good thing. Okay, that's not too hard. Okay, that is exactly what I was looking for. Please give me a satisfying spill. Okay. I feel like this is a lot better for comparison. It's still very underwhelming. Like, it's not actually runny. It still doesn't look nothing like it does in the photo. I guess the sad thing about this slime is that even though it's made with cocoa powder and it's probably going to smell delicious like chocolate, you can't actually eat it because... Right, so we're gonna start with 100% cocoa powder. And then I think what they start with is... Okay, we're making more than I thought. I feel like this might be too much actually, so let me try to like put some So we're gonna start with the glue, because I think that's what they did, because I guess it's easier to mix before you add the activator. Ugh. Oh, I hate that. So much respect for everyone who's out there doing slime on YouTube. Imagine me lying on a bathtub covered in this. I think I would actually cry. Give the video a like if you want to watch it. So this is looking pretty slimy. Okay, I'm just gonna use a spoon for this. This is like chocolate cake meets like snot. As much as I try to wash it, look, it stays on it. Why does that look so good? Like, it smells delicious and it looks like chocolate mousse. It just looks really good. What would happen if I licked it like one time? So to the mixture, we're gonna add the slime activator. Okay. Oh shoot. Wait, it says not in contact with hands. Oh. Oh my god. This looks just like melted chocolate. Like, that is scary. So in the video, they make a little ball out of this, but like... Okay, maybe we need a little more slime activator. Oh, I think this is better. Okay, now I can kind of make a ball with this. Guys, this is, like, I'm getting really claustrophobic about this. So, for the elevated shot, it's obviously going to be a little bit different because we're not actually going to cook the slime because I don't think they do that in the video. So, instead, hopefully this will come right off. Okay, there we go. That looks kind of similar to what it did in the video, so I'm gonna clean it up a little. It does look like melted chocolate, I'll give them that, but this is so hard to like handle. Like, I always want to use my fingers, but it's a mistake. So this is supposed to look melted once we drop it. Okay, do you know what? This is gonna be it. Wow, okay, it would be great if I could get rid of the little string on top. Okay, like that actually looks so legit. Maybe I'll do like a fast speed of the movement of the chocolate because I think that's kind of what they've done in the video. But I mean, I don't really need the before and after. I will still show it to you. I just realized that we missed out on all of this. Give this video a like if you want me to recreate this. You know what? I'm gonna do it now. I need to do this for myself. This is if Jojo Siwa run my YouTube channel. Wow. Wow. Okay, but why is that like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen? And why does it still look like chocolate? I know that's called glitter, but still way more appetizing. So I'm gonna say this one is 100% approved. I know you're probably thinking, and yes, I also didn't believe that ice cream could be elevated, but basically this hack is on how to make elevated ice cream. So ice cream that is a lot easier to photograph. And if you've watched my channel for a while, you're probably not so surprised that we're going to be using mashed potatoes because we have used mashed potatoes to make ice cream before, and I don't think it's ever fully worked. So because we're gonna be recreating chocolate ice cream, I think for the before shot we should use obviously actual chocolate ice cream. So I guess the difficulty in photographing ice cream is that obviously it melts. So I'm gonna try to make wow, that is very disappointing, but I'm still gonna try to make this look as pretty as I can. When I've tried something similar before, one of the reasons why I didn't like it was because it just didn't look real. The mashed potatoes still look like mashed potatoes. But this time around, they've actually got a hack that using a brush, you can make the mashed potatoes look like they're melting. So it looks a lot more realistic. We're probably exaggerating on the amount of ice cream, but I'm gonna scoop this back in. It's just for the effect. I mean, it is melting a little bit. It looks like real ice cream, so I think this is like a good before shot. And we're gonna reuse all of this. So we're gonna start by using some mashed potatoes. These are just, it's called creamy mash. I don't know if it makes a difference whether, wow. It's never stopped me before. So I've got all my food colorings. This is literally the most used like item in my kitchen. Like, I don't know if you guys watch my videos. We use a lot of that for many different reasons. This stuff is really strong. In the video they use like a hand like mixer. I don't actually have one of those. I've got this. Why is it so tough? Oh my god, I broke it. Why am I scared of this now? I'm not exaggerating when I say there's mashed potato everywhere. So the color is a lot more like what I was expecting. I think when we squish it down, it will look like ice cream, sort of. Maybe. The good thing about this is that we don't have to stress about like timing, so we can just scoop it out. I mean, it does look like ice cream, annoyingly. It doesn't look like the best, most appetizing ice cream in the world, but neither did the other one, so maybe if we squish it like that, this will look better. You can literally grab it and like it almost doesn't change shape, so I can see how that would be for photography. That would be a lot easier to manipulate with your hands. I'm getting really confused. I don't really know if this would trick me, if I would be able to tell the difference between elevated or the real ice cream. So this time around they actually use some PVA glue. So they basically use this to recreate melted ice cream. That's really genius. I like it. I find it really hard to believe that people come up with this stuff. This looks like the best caramel sauce in the world. Like, that actually looks so good. So I also bought one of these sets of brushes because we love taking things seriously. So what they do is they use some of the glue that, by the way, looks really delicious, and they sort of go like around the edges to make it look like, oh my god, that actually looks like it's melting. Why does it look like cute? I don't know if cute is the right word, but like, why does it look good? So I'm gonna go over the ugliest parts. Maybe I got carried away with the melting situation. There's a weird gap there. There you go, guys. This would be a great time to do the before and after. And honestly, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I think this genuinely makes perfect sense. I would never in a million years think this is mashed potatoes, even though you can kind of see little dots and like grain, and the other one looks a lot more like ice cream because it is ice cream. But just like looking at this with no reference right now, IRL, I would have never thought this is mashed potatoes, and I just did that, so. There is a lot to unpack in this one, and I think I've heard about people using some soy sauce instead of coffee because I think soy sauce doesn't reflect light. It's something to do with that it never looks transparent. It always looks like fully like dark colored, fully black. So we're gonna use some washing up liquid. Love that for me. Oh, that smells so bad. And some water. Wow. Okay. And I think that's basically it. So we shake it, and that's like an easy way to create some foam. Okay, so hopefully the foam won't go away. Soy sauce is not my idea of an elevated coffee. This glass is clean, and yes, I am going to pour it back in. So I'm gonna apply the foam later like they did, but now we're going to get a real coffee. It'll be interesting to see if the soy sauce is gonna be darker than the coffee, because otherwise we could have just used this all along. Oh wow. Alright, so I think this is good. So I want to give you guys kind of a close-up here. So we're gonna use some of the washing up liquid foam. That doesn't look natural at all. Oh, it actually does, because it becomes yellow. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but once it touches the coffee. Okay, so it's not even been like a full minute. And that one, as you can see, it's changing a lot. Alright guys, so I'm gonna like settle with this. This seems pretty good. So here's the thing. I think the real interesting part will be the test of time. So I'm gonna let these sit here for maybe like 2 minutes, and we should do maybe like a time lapse. This one is not gonna change because, I mean, it's not changing. And that one is progressively getting less and less foam on top. Let's say like 3 minutes and let's see what happens. Before we move on to the next one, I just want to say that this one is kind of an interesting one because I don't really have an answer which one I think looks the best. Like this weirdly looks very real. It looks like coffee, especially from far away. I guess it just looks the same, and even the foam is very similar. Very likely that this is actually used by photographers, and my whole life is a lie, so... I feel like you guys know the drill by now, how this works, so we're gonna start by creating the regular fruit. So I'm not gonna do anything to it that is crazy or non-edible yet. So, okay, these don't really have that much discoloration, but I guess that will do. So I'm gonna remove the top so you guys can see like that white center. It will be interesting to see all of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build like a plate of like fruits. Then I'm going to give you guys like the before, and then we're going to use both hacks that you saw in the clip and just fix it. So this will be like almost like a live side by side, which I think is going to look really cool. For the rest of the stuff, I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's discolorated or not. So we're gonna do 1 lemon. Wow, these lemons are like old, so these will actually be perfect to see whether these become like shiny or not. Grapes will be interesting because it looks so powdery. So this will be interesting to see how the hairspray will act on it. I'm not gonna lie, the fruit looks kind of awkward on the plate, so I want to make sure that it looks good, because I mean that's the whole point of the video. So maybe if we use some like sticks, we can make it just look better if we do that. Oh, look at that. Did I just come up with my own food hack? Alright, so I'm gonna do this strawberry on top of this one just because these are literally the ugliest ones I've got. So I'm actually going to start with the strawberries. I tried to match the color of the strawberries. Well, I think I've done this before with raspberries, and you... Oh my god, that looks like someone pooed like red on the strawberry. Because the strawberries are like wet, it doesn't really stick. Alright, it kind of works around it. I guess from far away, like, I mean, we'll see in the before and after, but from far away it looks just like normal strawberry. You guys will have to do me a favor and let me know in the comment section if you think it works or not, because I am colorblind, so it does look a little powdery. So according to the video, what they did was they used some hairspray on it. Oh my god, why does that look so good? That with the lipstick actually makes it look more natural. Wow, okay, let's do the lemons as well. Oh my god, it makes everything look so fresh. Okay, the blackberries somehow look even shinier than before. Wow, I cannot wait to put this side by side. Oh my god, did you guys see that? All that powder from the grapes literally disappeared. That was so satisfying. Wow. That was literally like a magic trick. I'm so glad I got that on camera. Everything is looking so vibrant. I'm going to color correct this literally the same. The colors will be the same in the before and after. So, please let me know in the comment section. Do you guys think this is worth it? If you were like a food photographer, would you use it? I'll tell you one thing that I definitely will not be doing, and that is eating these fruits. I mean, they look really pretty and really shiny, but I don't think the flavor would quite match the look. Especially because I'm colorblind, it's really difficult to me to see if color changes like are worth it or not. So those of you who do help me out, a huge thank you. And also, you know the drill, guys. If you want to watch a part 2, I would love to film a part 2. All you have to do is give this video a like, and also make sure you subscribe and switch my notifications on so you don't miss out if I do film a part 2, because I mean there are a lot more of these elevated versus real food items, like hacks and tricks to test, but this was a lot for one video, just drilling the pizza. This is genuinely so interesting because there are so many layers and hidden things in the media that we consume about food that is so incredibly scary. Like, you'll go to a restaurant and sometimes people are worried about like food coloring in foods or things not being natural or organic. I mean, I'm not concerned about those things, but some people are. But you don't see a lot of people concerned about, you know, the photos in packages, or when you see an advert on TV, or when you see like a photo of food on like a newspaper and then you're like, I really want to buy it, and then you buy it and you're disappointed, but you never really blame it on like the manipulation of these images. That's why I think this is really, really interesting. I've got a lot of different stuff coming up this week, so I think you guys will enjoy that. So those of you who subscribe and who've got my notifications on, you guys help out my content more than anyone else or anything else. So a huge thank you. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.